But I want to take some part of it to help you with this. That's why I want to start with the 8 is not merciful. Now, a lot of people believe that the 8 is merciful. That is why they are careless. But those of us who have stayed, I have passed through processes. I told them in the morning, in that particular night when I was sharing, I said, if I had married a wife in Kano, when I was supposed to marry a wife, I will never find my way to this place. Is that what I said? That I will never, listen, I will never be here. I couldn't have come from Kano, I went to school later and still come back to Aja. It will not happen with wife and children. Is that what I said? Huh? Why I said why it is like that is because the 8 is not merciful. That is why when somebody call you and give you 5,000 naira without asking you for anything, you should be grateful. You should be too much grateful because the person is not owing you. Even if the person gave you gala 1,500 naira, even if you ordinary smile, because the person is not owing you. And they let me ask you to listen. Like I was saying the other night, if a man carry you in the car and say, come, I want to buy you something. If he buys you 2 times, he will start looking for you. I used to tell girls, I said, don't trust a man that want to take you out. After taking you out 1 or 2 times, you will know he's wicked. You will know that. Yes, because the 8 is not merciful. He cannot take you out like that just because he like you. There's some other things. Even if he doesn't like you, the 8 will force him to do what is wrong. I said the 8 will force him because the 8 is not. And I used to tell girls, I said, these men that are monkeys and beasts, they don't have love. They are agents of Satan. They will get you, lie down with you 1 or 2 times and be laughing and finish with you. After all, you're not the first person they'll be lying down with. The way they diminish girls is to give them small amount of money and lie down with them and walk away. What else? They're not your brother. And then when he see you, he'll be smirking, he'll be laughing. Because he's a devil. I would like you to pray and say, Lord, talk to me. I want to help you with something. Thank you, Lord, because you've answered. In Jesus' name. Sit down. Please, don't worry about writing. Those who are far, come near. Don't stay far, just come close. So that I can be seeing your face. I want to help you. Except you are usher. If you are not usher, come this side. Now, excuse me. When I became a preacher and started suffering, that is when I know the nature of the earth. The nature of, not even when I started growing up, I discovered that the people were individuals. The people were individuals. That people take care of their own children, not everybody's children. But then I didn't understand early. It was when I now became a preacher, I now discovered that reason govern actions. Reason govern actions. Because the 8 is not merciful. Now, this thing I just said, a lot of us cannot get it. That they live like idiots because they believe that the 8 is merciful. They wake up in the morning, they relax. Ben is too high, bring down. They wake up in the morning, they do what? They relax. Why they relax so much is because they believe that things should come to them. Things don't go to people. I say things. Now, and please listen, luck doesn't rule the 8, not even chance. The 8 makes sure that people pay. Frank, how many masons do you put on top of that building? Huh? He said, how many masons? 15. Thank you. You're born again. Now, they want something to come to them. Listen, I've been there before. I don't know how to, I said I have been. And so many pastors are there. So many pastors are still there. They say, hey, they are not paying tithes. Hey, they are not doing this. These people you're taking them serious. These people are children of the earth. They are wicked in their heart. They are children of the, and they are wicked. They are selfish. They are like the earth. They are not merciful like the earth. They came from the earth. They are not thinking about you. It's only you that think that they are thinking about you. I said they are not. Excuse me. I don't want to say that God is not merciful. I don't want to say that. But excuse me. But a spirit that crucified his son, I want us to look at him 2 times. If you believe that God took his son to the cross and killed him, and killed him in transaction, killed him in business transaction, that is ordinance. Because there is no other way. There is no other way that kingdom can be sold except somebody died for it. And when it was for death, God didn't consider about his son anymore. Please, I would like you to look at death as lost. I don't know, I feel like kneeling down to tell you. I want you to see that death as lost. That God lost his son. What I say he did? God lost it. That is, he lost his son. He just lost him. And hear me, he lost his son at 33 and a half. That is, he lost what I can. He was screaming and shouting. His son was screaming. Jesus was screaming and shouting. Now, boy, my father, why do you forsake me? He didn't care. He watched him die and he helped him to be buried. And you look at the person who did that thing to his son. If I were you, I would fear the spirit that did that thing to his son. I will fear if I were you, I will fear the spirit that crucified his son at 3 and a half. If what I'm saying is clear to you, that way you've been behaving since morning, you will not behave it. You will take your life serious. I say you will. Now, if this I'm saying is clear to you, you will not wake up in the morning that way you woke up. Please hear me. The people that understand this very well are unbelievers. That is why they have 10-story building, 12 skyscraper, because they know there is a price, and they start paying early. I said so what I want to say is that nothing is free on earth. If 100,000 naira came into your hand, just know that somebody lost something. Now, if what I'm saying is true, you will not lose money carelessly. But some people who are foolish don't know the process they follow to come out of certain pain. They forget quick. What else did they do? They forget the process that took away a certain measure of pain. They forget it quick. Now, if they forget it quick, two things is possible. They feel like they should relapse back to it, or they will find it difficult to go to the next level. Because if you are not taught on ordinance, if you are not taught on ordinance, you will joke with things. What I say you will joke with? Even knowledge. If you are here, you have ability of revelation. Even revelation, people pay. That means there are some things that when you know it, when you know it, God believes that the only way you can know it is to lose something. Let me say again. I said the only way to know it, you have to lose something to know it. Now, why you should give me seed when I finish teaching is because this thing I'm saying, it will be difficult for you to understand it if you don't use your value to connect to it. A lot of girls are not married. Please pay attention to me. You're not a father. I've been for more than 20 years. Look at some pastors have been married in my hand. Now you don't know that when young men want to marry, they look beyond that thing you think. They look at gain. They look at value. They look at what they will get. They're not looking at love. I said, they'll be looking at what they will get from that marriage. So they consider your income, consider where you came from. They are not considering born again. Because they know that you're already born again. So they are not worried about it. They are not worried about the emotions. Some people, but have I told you something? Huh? So what rules on earth? Because the earth is not merciful, it's ordinance, worthiness, judgment. Men will reap what they sow. Huh? 8 of Genesis, I have smelled this. As long as seed time and harvest, day and night shall not cease. I have smelled it. I have. Now the earth is not. If you know, it is settled in you that the earth is not merciful, I pray for you that when I'm about to jump out of it, that when I jump out of it, that may God help you to know that the earth will not show you mercy. That the earth will not show you mercy. That what the earth is busy doing is to find the way it will wound you. And that God will not deliver you from the hand of the earth, from heaven. He will deliver you from the hand of the wicked earth with what you have. That is why in marriage we don't talk about love, we talk about what we exchange. I don't know whether you're hearing me. I say we talk about what you exchange. That's marriage. What are you giving the guy to take what he has? So, and the women know it. That is why when a woman marries a man and she gave birth to the number of children she wants, the woman will start behaving nasty. She will believe that the marriage is over. and then to make sure that the children that they give birth is with her, that the man cannot go to hell, is a thought. I said this. Now, from that point, she had collected those children to give the man food is wahala, because she believed that the man have already done what she wants. And the glory of every woman is in her seed. And if that man tried to build so many houses around anywhere, and she knows where the paper of that man, the paper of those houses are, she might help to arrange that man's death. God save my soul. God save my soul. God save my soul from wicked world. God save my soul. If those children are with her, the man can go to hell. Now, if she's kind and godly, she will intelligently be collecting money from that man to be feeding the children, which is her seed. As far as she's concerned, 90% of the marriage is done. I said 90 is. Excuse me. Now, a word and an 8 that where people reason that way, is it merciful? People have behaved to some of us, people have behaved to us many times in so many ways that emotions doesn't rule and we can't still get it. I said they have behaved to you in so many ways that the emotion. Why you should not play with the church is that the church is still under deception of mercy. That's why it is a safe place. I say it is. Those of us who sign in the morning, I didn't care about what you work in 4 hours, because this place is church. If it's outside that you're working, they will care about what you worked. Maybe you didn't hear what I said. I said if it's outside that they are paying you, they will care about why they are paying you. Now, why I don't care is because I'm under the spell of mercy. I say I'm under the spell of mercy. So people who are not supposed to take salary are taking salary because a spell is cast on me by the witchcraft of the church. I say a spell is on me by the witchcraft that is where? In the church. Now, but what delivered me, I still see the spell because I know it's on me. And I'm looking for a way to be free from it. Some of you who are taking salary, you're still taking without working because I've not found a way. The day I will find a way, you won't know, you won't like what will happen. Now, this thing I call wound. Now, somebody went and signed something and went and sat down and be snoring and walk around and come and sign and go home. That is a spell. Huh? Now that person is living that way because he or she is wounded. He doesn't know that the 8 is wicked. I say it doesn't. Here on 8, people don't dash others money. Listen, let me bless you by telling you, don't dash people something that took something important from you. Use it for exchange, not dash. If you go to church Don't allow a pastor to get you emotional. Don't sow seed that doesn't have any base. Don't allow him to tell you that you're giving it to God. Let him tell you that he's collecting it from you to his God, and he should be worthy. I said he should be worthy to collect it. Don't ignore his worthiness and say you're giving it to God, because his God is in him. If he has God, his God should make him worthy. Don't overlook him and be giving it to his God. I told you, some of us who are women, there are men you cannot carry their seed for 9 months. If you do that, you will die. What I mean by death is not that you die physically, you will start going down. Death works through ignorance. All evil function through ignorance. I say all evils functions, yes, including death, poverty, shame. Now, do you know how many people who are idiotic? They go to their uncle's house and sit down and be eating food. Even to wake up and clean the man's house will be so difficult for them, because they believe that the man is an uncle. Huh? So the wife cook food for any, they believe it is their right. I don't know whether you're hearing me. That it is what? It is their right to go there and sit down and be eating. There are so many foolish things people do as right. That this is your brother's house, so you should go there and liquidate the man. And because the earth is not merciful, the earth keep judges. Yes, the earth keep judges. All luminary bodies are judging bodies. All are, yes, they are judges. I say all luminary bodies they are all judges. All luminary bodies. Do you know how they judge? They are judges because when they shine on you, they reveal your secret. Now, when they reveal your secret, judgment will start. Like the way the sun is shining, the sun is reducing people. The sun is reducing people, and the sun is lifting up people. Because the sun is a judge. You're going to give it to me in a small paper, and all luminary bodies are judges, small, when I go inside. Now, please, I would like you to listen. Have I blessed somebody? Have I blessed somebody? Why I went there, I shared there 2 times. When I got to my office, it was about quarter after 3. And I started writing and praying. I went there to go and share. Before I came to share, I was saying I can keep it. The Lord said, why will you keep it? Whatever you share will multiply. It's a law. So when I went to share, it multiplied. Am I saying something? Can I tell you one more thing? Can I say it? Like what I told them there. I told them there when I was sharing. I said the image and likeness of God we have is more important than our work. Reason for doing something is more important than effort. Emotions don't control God. God relates with us from ordinance. He relates. If you know if this I'm saying is clear to you, it will provoke 2 things in your life. Number 1, it will provoke appreciation. It will provoke, when people give you small thing, you'll be happy. Number 2, it will provoke hard work. And maybe finally, it will provoke sacrifice. Or maybe it will also help you to protect what you worked. A lot of young men in the church, they pray to find out God's will about their lives instead of opening their eyes and see worthiness. In chapter 5, he said, deserving are you to take me, to take us. So the man you want to take you, does he deserve you? Does he deserve to be your head? Does he deserve to command you? Or is it because people are persuading you? Can you respect him? Does he has qualities that can take your person and bring you under him? That is how to decide. It's not prayer. You have to decide it that way. The man that is coming, should he be your head? Do you have it when you see him? Do you have respect for him? Or let me say it this way: is there anything that is with him that you should respect? Because the respect should be earned now. Does the man has value that you should respect from your heart? Or because the pastor prayed, the pastor said pray. Is it prayer you live with? When my father was saying I should get married, I told him, I said, the girl you say I should take, will I be living with her? I said, will. Excuse me, as I did so, not even an angel. I will not be able to live with an angel. If that angel turned into a woman, I will not be able to live with him. Now, somebody who was telling me to take a wife, does he not know that I don't have capacity? I don't have. Yes, when here with me. And like I said in the morning when I was sharing, that will also mean taking a new nature. Because the nature I already have cannot marry. So I have to get a new nature that can marry. I said I have to get, excuse me, I have to get, and don't forget that the nature is a thinking nature. I have to get a nature that can reduce so much, to be hearing, to be talking some things women want to listen to. I know how their brain is. Now, I cannot be able to calm down and be discussing what is discussable. Was I able to say something? The 8 is wounded. 2. Now the 8 is not merciful because it is wounded. Now if the 8 is wounded and we are part of it, the 8 will never ignore what wounded it. Let me say again. I said the 8 will never. The 8, please hear me. Don't get emotional.